Alright. This is a game called Deathloop. It's right there. Not to be confused with that Deathloop. This is a game apparently, supposedly, inspired by Danganronpa. I have played all three, and there's only three. I'm just kidding. There's more than three, as we all know, but I haven't played those. So I don't know anything else. Let's just take a look, shall we?
Who are you?
I am... who am I?
How did you get here?
I clicked on a .exe and...
You don't remember, do you?
No, I guess I don't. Is there... Okay, very basic. Sorry for the flashbang. You open your mouth, but before you can utter a single word, the voice suddenly cuts you off.
Happiness or freedom? What would you choose?
Well, I don't know, actually. It's a tough decision. Happiness or freedom? You know what? I think I'm gonna choose freedom. Because an eternal life of happiness is kind of sad, if that makes sense.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Okay. Alright, TV static. We're in. Welcome to high school land. Miral. Okay. This is her speaking. Here we go. Girl voice time. I can do this, right? Hey, how long are you gonna stand there? It's just my voice, but slightly higher pitch. You look around in confusion. It seems you're standing in front of a school. Snap out of it, weirdo. We're already 15 minutes late. Okay. Before you could say a single word, the orange-haired girl grabbed you by the arm and dragged you with her. A few minutes later, the two of you stood side by side, facing a packed classroom. The teacher looked at you for a few seconds before facing the class and making an announcement. Attention, everyone. Attention, everyone. Oh, what's a good teacher voice? Attention, everyone. Today we will welcome 2 new transfer students. Can you do me a favor and introduce yourselves to the class? The name is Miral. Miral. I look forward to meeting you all, or whatever. That's probably what she would say, right? I don't know. She said what she said. I can't speak for her. Miral spoke as she addressed the class. Everyone's gaze turned to you now. You should introduce yourself. Who are you? Okay. Please left-click on the designated white field, write your name, and confirm it. Our name is, Flukeljib. Okay. Well, Flukelfoov. Alright. You face the rest of the class and speak. It's very nice to meet you all. My name is Flukelfoov. Please call me Flukelfoov. All eyes were suddenly on you, or more precisely on Miral, as the two of you took your designated seats. They were watching her the whole time? But I have the weirder name. That's right, today is your first day at just Sandy High School, nothing else. You and Miral moved to the city last week and decided to transfer to this school. This makes complete sense, but you can't help but feel like something is really off here. The teacher let out another big sigh and went on with the lecture. Alright. A few hours later, it was finally lunchtime. I'm heading to the admin office to finalize your registration. Shouldn't I do that myself? Want me to come with? Why did I have an option there? Alright. That won't be necessary, Flukelfoov. You have more important things to do anyway. Such as what? This place will be your home for a while, so you should go around and get yourself acclaimed to your new surroundings. Probably helpful considering the name of this is Deathloop. How long is this? I didn't think of that. I figured it would only be like 40 minutes, but looks like Miral didn't feel like waiting in line, so she shoved the boring job onto you. See ya. Great. Miral, is there... Okay, what did she say? Maybe you should... Okay. I guess I did read that, and then I forgot that I read it. Miral then turned around and left. You could see some of your new classmates wanting to chat with her, but she just completely ignored them and left. Oops. Okay, what now? Should you head straight to the cafeteria? Or maybe you should wait until the cafeteria clears out a bit. Perhaps you could look around for a bit. Well, when I was in high school, there was two options. There was three options, really. You either go down immediately as the bell rang or a little bit before the bell rang, like you snuck out of classroom. The second option was waiting in the line for 15 minutes, which was half of lunchtime. Or three, you wait until the line is completely gone, and then you go right in when they're cleaning up back there. But I usually did the first one because my classes were close enough that I could get there before anyone else did. Perhaps you could look around for a bit. Where do you want to go? Let's go to the roof. You leave the classroom and head toward the roof. After climbing a few flights of stairs, you hurl over and vomit because I can't climb a few flights of stairs without running out of breath. Speaking of that, the view from here is breathtaking. You can pretty much see the whole city from up here. You keep looking around in awe when suddenly... Huh? What is this? Early 2010s LMFAO? Nah, it's probably whatever. It seems you're not alone up here. There's someone else. Someone who's lying on the ground a few meters away from you. When it does the Danganronpa thing. You slowly approach them while keeping an eye on your surroundings. The more you approach, the closer their face came into view, but for some reason you can't make out their face. Everything feels distorted somehow. The closer you get to them, the more distorted your vision becomes. You need to get close. You need to get closer to them. Only then will you be able to make out their face. Only then will you be able to tell who they are. Every fiber of your being is suddenly screaming for you to stop, to turn around and look away, to pretend you never came here in the first place. But you continued approaching until they were right there in front of you. What will you do now? Can I save? Is there a save thing? Oh, I should have saved when I had the... Whatever, I can just skip ahead if I need to. If I have to go back. What will you do now? Did it say that I should do this or shouldn't? I don't really care. You know what I mean? These people don't care about me. I guess I'll look at their face, though. You lower your head and stare straight at their face, refusing to look away. The person lying on the ground suddenly opens his eyes. Why his in quotation? More TV static. Hey, how long are you gonna stand there? And this is why it's called Deathloop, huh? Are we going back to the start? You look around you in confusion. It seems you're standing in front of a school. Snap out of it, weirdo. We're already 15 minutes late. Is it gonna address? Before you could say a single word? Yeah, we already read that. Okay, a few minutes later, the two of you stood side by side facing a packed classroom. The teacher looked at you for a few seconds before facing the class and making an announcement. Attention, everyone. Today we welcome 2 new transfer students. Can you do me a favor and introduce yourselves to the class? The name is Miral. I look forward to meeting you all. Hey, that rhymed. Miral spoke as she addressed the class, and then I was trying to rhyme class with ass, but it didn't come to me in time. Everyone's gaze turned to you now. They stared at your ass. You should introduce yourself. Who are you? Who am I? Flav. You know, like... Should we change our name? Yerpenstein. No. Should we change our name? Let's do... Clive Jones. You face the rest of the class and speak. It's very nice meeting you all. Please call me Clive Jones. All eyes were suddenly on you, or more precisely on Miral. That's right, today is the first day at Sandy High School. You and Miral moved to the city last week and decided to transfer to school. This makes complete sense, but you can't help but feel like something is really off here. The teacher let another long... Okay, you know what? Let's just... Hold on, I'll save just in case, and we might come back to this. But I want to see, what will you do now? We're back at this. Our name is still whatever our name was. This time we're gonna look away. You quickly looked away and started backing away. The further you walked away, the clearer your vision became, until everything settled down. You let out a sigh of relief when suddenly... Hassan. Yo, what are you... There's no jokes here. Nothing came to mind. Yo, what are you doing up here? What's wrong? Why do you look so freaked out? You take another look around you. Were you, like, totally, like TV static just 2 seconds ago? The strange person who was lying on the ground is nowhere to be seen. Wait a second, you're the new transfer student, aren't you? Flukel. Flukel Foov, right? He gave Hassan a puzzling look. That's not my name. My name is Clive Jones. Surprised I know your name, huh? Don't worry, dude, I'm not like a stalker or anything. It's not like I'm like a stalker. I am a stalker. I'm simply a milker. What? Milker? Seriously, you don't know it? Pull your pants down. You never heard of milkers, Flukelflav? Flamin'? Didn't you have them in your old school? No worries, I'll tell you everything you need to know. But not right now. I'm kind of meeting my first ever client here. Okay, it's very hush-hush too, so I'd appreciate it if you leave before they show up. Just meet here same time tomorrow. Am I getting myself into a yaoi and I don't know it? Some nice BL. Don't worry, I'll explain everything then. Gahaha. Hassan let another laugh as he kept urging you to leave. Before you knew it, you were back in the hallway. Sorry, I just had the idea of like of a short BL story between Hassan and Asman. I hope that doesn't exist, and if it does, alright. Anyways, with that weird encounter at the back of your mind, you head towards the cafeteria. After that weird encounter, you finally arrive at your destination. It's time to stand in line and buy lunch for you and Mural. However, no matter where you look, the cafeteria is completely empty. Not a single student around. This makes no sense. Even though you did show up late to avoid the crowd, it's still lunchtime. The school cafeteria should not be empty right now. You keep looking around in confusion when someone suddenly appears in front of you. Cece, it's you! You're very pink. Oh god, it's really you, Flukel. Cece suddenly jumped on you and gave you a tight hug. Whatever. I'm super happy to see you again, but I don't understand. How are you here? You're in complete control. You're you. Cece's closed captioning stares at you in confusion. Her expression displayed both happiness and fear. It seems she's hoping you'll be able to answer her questions and put her mind at ease. Unfortunately, I have no idea who you are. You're as confused, if not more confused than she is, so you simply take a step back and explain everything that happened to you so far. Really? So you just found yourself at the front gate of the school? Just like that. You nod your head. What about before that? How did you get here? How did you find this? Before Cece could even finish her words, a loud voice interrupted your conversation. Good, you're both here. I finalized your registration, Flukelfluv. Why do you have such a stupid, fucking hard to pronounce name? Congrats, you're officially a candidate now. Candidate? Don't worry, I'll explain everything soon enough. You're part of a killing game, don't worry about it. But first, let's get to the other candidates in here. Miral spoke as she snapped her fingers. Oh, 6 other people suddenly showed up in the cafeteria. Nas, what the hell is happening? Hassan? Yo, dudes, how did I teleport to the cafeteria? You're not more surprised and like, did I finally awaken my superpowers? Congrats, man. K, this must be part of the test. And 0. Wow, that was so cool. I can't do anime girl. I mean, maybe if I tried. I felt like I was floating in space for a moment there. Teleport me again. And Carmine Falcone. To teleport? Maybe I'll give her an Italian. And Jack. Okay, enough delays, let's begin. First, let me congratulate you all on surviving the first trial of the game. The first trial? The first trial? Yes, every person in the school was a potential candidate. I say was because except for you 8, the rest have been killed off. What? Yeah, I mean, I guess this is like Danganronpa. This school was set specifically for this trial. You were all transferred here, and your memories were manipulated. Those with a weak will, with a pitiful presence. The observers of this world simply accepted their new reality and went on with their life. I don't know what you're talking about. They attended classes, stood in line at the cafeteria, enjoyed a carefree high school life. Wait, am I reading this correctly? Those with a weak... The observers of this world simply accepted their new reality and went on with their lives. They attended classes, stood in line at the cafeteria. What are you fucking talking about? Are we like aliens or some shit? Not once stopping or wondering how they even got there in the first place. Pitiful NPCs. However, you 8 were different. You saw through this fake existence. You refused to look away and accept this sweet lie. You questioned your reality, and for that you're still alive. What, did I die in that other timeline when I said look at their face? Wait, hold on now. I'm a little curious. Let me save really quick. We're gonna go to our Clive Jones load really quick, or Clive Jones save, and we're just gonna skip through this. All right, let's go to the library this time. You leave your classroom and head straight to the library, but it's expected the place was empty. Everyone must be in the cafeteria right now. You turn around ready to leave when? Okay, you're not the blue lady. Who are you? What are you doing in the library? A strange girl wearing an even stranger attire was standing in front of you the whole time. But for some reason, you didn't notice her presence until she spoke. Did she send you here? You take a step back and introduce yourself. Clive Jones? Is that your real name? You're not making that up? It's totally your definitely real government name? With no spaces at all? The strange girl suddenly approached you and stared you in the eyes. Yeah, I guess you could look like a Clive Jones, but I would say more like Flukelfoof. So that's who you really are. I wonder if this is another one of her plans. Or, what is this, like, mid-2000s? Whatever. Is this a test? Is this his test for me? Speak! Did he send you? She's like shaking you. How can I die? How can I die? The strange girl started shaking your body. Her tone and facial expression didn't change one bit, but you could tell she was freaking out right now. Unhand me, you wench! Oh, I apologize. You're right. If this is a test, then I'm going about it the wrong way. I'm sorry, and I look forward to being evaluated by you, observer. The fuck are you talking about? The strange girl suddenly bowed to you and left the room. You stood there, completely confused for a moment, before you let out a sigh and left. You head to the cafeteria. After that weird encounter, you finally... Okay, well, now we know that one. Wrong one. Back to Clive Jones. That song kind of goes crazy, though. All right, schoolyard. You leave the classroom and head outside to the yard. Are we going to meet another person? After taking a left here and there, you finally reach your destination. Back where you started, the school's campus. It wasn't anything fancy, but it looked well maintained, and the trees provided some very necessary shade. There's also a couple homeless people and one crack addict, but that's fine. However, since most students were already in the cafeteria, the place was pretty much deserted, except for one person who was sitting on a nearby bench. Oh, hi. A girl with pink hair and green eyes stares back at you. Did you come here to escape the cafeteria's lunch rush? You nod back at Naz. You already know her name. Not much of a talker, huh? Wait, I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Today is my first day. Your first day? Yeah, my first day. Your first day as a transfer student, huh? Yes, my first day as a transfer student. I see. Still changing schools this late in the school year is pretty uncommon. You must have had a very good reason to come here. I just gave her a normal voice. Don't worry, I'm not here to, judge you or anything. I was a transfer student myself anyway. I think. You think? Yeah, I think. It's hard to explain. I feel I've been in this school for a very long time. When I try to think back, the earliest memory I have is standing in front of the school gate, but a person doesn't just show up randomly at high school, right? So I must have transferred here at one point. Ha, sorry, I'm spewing Gerberish. I understand. You do? You do understand Gerberish? So you were a baby at one point too. Never mind. Maybe I'll have to edit that joke a little bit to make sense. I appreciate it, even though I know you're just trying to be polite. Haha. The name is Naz, by the way. Like Nazgul? You ever read Lord of the Rings? It's very nice to meet you. Naz reaches her hand to shake yours. You shake her hand and introduce yourself. Clive Jones, huh? You look... That's an interesting name. Yeah, I don't think I ever met anyone in the school with the name Clive Jones. Of course, who am I to say anything? My name is pretty odd too, huh? The girl lets out a dry laugh and stands up from the bench. Anyway, thanks for listening to my cravey jock, Clive Jones. I hope we run into each other again. Naz then waved goodbye and left. We stood there for a few seconds before started. Okay. Back to Flukelfluve. I just wanted to see what the other options were. And for that, you're still alive. However, the game has just begun and your continuous survival is not yet assured. After all, only one of you 8 will leave this place alive. Why the hell are you doing this? You're playing a pretty sick game, little girl. Who do you work for? Okay. Who do you work for? You two are asking the wrong questions, or rather, you're asking them at the wrong time. Hi. Hi. Hold on, let me practice my anime girl voice for a second. Hi. You're just so right, Orange Daughter. Orange Daughter? What are you... They should be asking you about the second trial. I was trying to give her an Italian. The second trial. Is that close? I guess since she called the high school experiment the first trial... I don't know, hold on. Give me a second. I just gotta say, Requiescat in pace. I guess since she called this high school experiment the first trial, then that could only mean there's going to be more. Correct, Carmine. I guess we change names every time. The second trial is the main event. I'm getting my voices mixed up. It's the real reason you're all here. In order to pick the winner among you, you 8 will be playing a certain game. I don't know, have you ever heard of Go Fish? The game has many names and many different iterations. However, the most common name for it is the werewolf game. What are the other ones? Mafia? Secret Hitler? Oh, yeah. She looks exactly like Sayaka, I guess. Boom, picture of Sayaka. From the first Danganronpa. The fucking social deduction game? Is this some sort of a joke? You want us to play a children's game? Hey, it's better than Among Us, okay? I won't take it lightly if I were you, Jack. The second trial might be based on the werewolf game, but the consequences are very real. You won't be role-playing around, you will become the roles you've been given. Roles? Standing among you right now is a real killer. He/she will target and seek your death without... He/she will target you and target and seek your death without any hesitation. Your only chance of survival is exposing the killer and voting off at the end of the day. Standard werewolf rules. However, in addition to the killer and innocent role, there are 3 additional special... Ugh. That's when I stopped playing Among Us, when they added the stupid other bullshit that no one cares about. First, the guardian angel role. The person with the guardian angel role will be able to choose and protect one other person each night. If the guardian angel chooses to protect... Is this a whole-ass fucking Danganronpa's clone? It's not a clone, but like... If the guardian angel chooses to protect the person the killer targets, then congratulations. You have managed to prevent the killer from claiming their victim. The second role is the vigilante role. The person with the vigilante role is able to target and kill one person... Batman would never. However, targeting and killing anyone who is not the killer will result in the vigilante killing themselves. Oh, I see. A pretty fair trade-off if you ask me. Finally, the third and last role is the detective role. The person with the detective role is able to investigate one person each night to... Are we going to be given one of these roles, like one of these special roles, and not just like an innocent person? Is able to investigate one person each night to determine if they are the killer or not. However, convincing others about your findings without exposing your role to the killer is a whole other matter. As you can see, each role has its advantages and disadvantages, ensuring a fair trial. Now, to end this explanation, I would like to remind the killer... I definitely have given your roles right now, but I'm going to remind you anyways that targeting someone during the daytime is completely forbidden. Breaking this rule, or any other rule for that matter, result in the offender being immediately killed. Every single one of you is implanted with a small chip in your brain. The chip is completely attached to your optic nerve and is able to witness anything you see. Okay. I've turned her into a robot. Once upon the discovery of any rule infringement, the chip will automatically release a powerful electric surge through your nerves, thus frying your brain and immediately killing you. You planted something in our brain? As long as you don't break the rules, you have nothing to worry about. ... Now, unless you have other questions about the game, I will be seeing you at sunset. Miral then walked past you and walked toward the exit. You all kept following her with your gaze when suddenly she stopped and turned around. She was looking back at all of you, but you could swear she was looking straight into your eyes. Welcome back to the Null game. Oh, is this the intro? Alright, here we go. Here we go, cinema time. It's in 480p, but you know what? That's okay. The eclipse? Hold on, let me get that off the screen. She did say eclipse. Think about that. What is this, bro? No, we scream no. We got some cells here. Yep. Life. Wow, would you look at that? Life. We're witnessing the birth of the universe, bro. Is some of this real footage? The story returns. Was there a first one that I don't know about? A brand new adventure. Expanded like never before. Null 2. Maybe this is a sequel. Created by Fuzi.
Happiness or freedom?
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
What would you choose?
I forgot that was what I said at the start. I think I chose freedom. I think I'd like to take that back. I'd like to change my answer. You lift your head to the mighty blue sky while trying to process what just happened. You saw the literal birth of the universe when suddenly a voice brings you back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Hey, are you okay? You look back at Cece and nod your head. The Null game is happening again, huh? And by the look of it, this one is even more messed up than the last. Not only is the game's host different this time around, but so are the participants. Or at least some of them. The setting is different too. Why Sandy High School out of all places? Anyways, why Miral? Why her? Why a version of his daughter? What the fuck is happening? Sorry, Flukelfu. I don't mean to confuse you. After all, Cece suddenly approached you and held your hand. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am to see you again. Yeah. You have no idea how much I waited for this. Flukelfoof. Oh, Flukelfoof. We're finally together again. Cece leans forward as she held tighter to your hands when... What's happening here? Very shameless, very shameless. Cece let go of your hand and faced Zero. What do you want, weirdo? Henna. Is that the word for weird, right? Cece-chan. Don't be like that, Cece-chan. There's nothing wrong with forming alliances. It's the only way to survive this game, right? Right? And what better way to cement an alliance than a pretty heated kiss, hee hee. That's not what we're doing. Surely. Haha, sure, Cece-chan. I'll get off your hair. I didn't mean to cock block you or anything, hee hee. Have fun, wink wink, nudge nudge. Zero then waved her hand and left. Okay. You watched her leave until she left your sight. Finally, we can get back to whatever we were doing before. I'm ready, Cece. Damn Zero. She is no less a freak as a participant. But she's right about something, Flukelfoof. The Null game has officially started. Did she say that? Alliances are bound to be formed. Did she say that? There's nothing wrong with forming alliances. Yes, she did say that. Oops. Fuck! I keep skipping dialogue. Alliances are bound to be formed, and sooner or later this game will spiral into fucking madness again. You need to escape early this time. Trust me, Flukelfoof. This is the only way to truly survive this game. You look back at Cece and nod your head. First, we should start by searching this place. Last time, I just dragged you along with me from one place to another. Bro, she is... I don't want to give any spoilers, but she is fitting the Sayaka role nicely. Not once did I ask for your input, so how about you lead the search this time around? Where do you think we should go? I'm saving, and we're gonna go to the school or the library. Oh, the library? Feeling nostalgic, huh? Okay, let's head out. Okay. You nod back to Cece as the two of you head back to the main building. After walking past a few classrooms, you finally arrive at the library. Wait, so is there no one here in the school other than us right now? I guess that would make sense. And what do you mean nighttime? Are we just gonna, like, stay in the school at night? This one is way bigger than the last, isn't it? Cece then approached one of the shelves and ran her hand across the books. Ah, Moby Dick. Sorry, I was just thinking about your cock for a sec. Sorry. The Cece then approached one of the shelves and ran her hand across the books. Even though it looks different, it still feels the same. Would you agree, Flukelfoof? It feels like it was only yesterday you and I were searching around the library, searching around for a way to escape. I was so convinced the library had the answers I was seeking. I was so convinced I knew what I was doing. God, it feels like it has been years since then. A lot of things have changed, including myself. Cece then stopped and touched her hair. You haven't said anything about my hair. It's longer than before. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. This is feeling like I'm missing something here. Do you like it? I liked your old hair better. I'm not saying that. I like it. I'm a little curious, though. I'm a little curious. I'm not going to, but I am a little curious. Really? You nod your head. She could be the fucking killer for all I know. Thank you. Cece suddenly fell silent. Her cheeks flushed brighter and redder than ever before. We should get going. Yes, the library has nothing useful for now. Let's go. You two spent the next few hours investigating the different classrooms of the school, but much like every other room in the place, it was completely abandoned. All of those students who once roamed the halls were completely gone, almost like everyone's already dead. You look through the window. The mighty blue sky suddenly turned orange, signaling the end of the day. It's already sunset. Cece suddenly holds your hand as the two of you stare out the window. It's okay. You did your best. We did our best. Whatever's gonna happen now, we'll face it together, okay? Just you and me. I believe it's you and I. Dumbass. Like always, Cece tightens her grip on your hand. She breaks your hand. Behind that beautiful smile of hers, you can sense fear. You can sense an immense fear that would shatter the very fabric of reality if it ever comes out. But it's not a fear for her life. It's not a fear of death, of the unknown. It's a fear for you. Wait. It's not a fear of death, comma, of the unknown, period. It's a fear for you. Okay, there we go. For your existence. For your future together. You hold tight to Cece's hand as a strange feeling suddenly shocks your senses. The next time you open your eyes, you find yourself standing in the cafeteria. Alright, I think I'm going to end it here, but if you would like to see more of this game, fucking like, comment, sub. Yeah, see ya.